Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl AdriennaDC. Today's video is going to be a quick perfume tray video, including all the fragrances that I wear on a daily basis. You guys are probably no stranger to my perfume tray videos. I used to release one every week, but I have not given you guys one in a hot minute. However, even when I don't give you guys a video, a weekly tray video, I am rotating my scents, because obviously I pledged to do that. Even if I deliver a video or not, I pledged to rotate all of my fragrances so that every single one of them get worn and nothing gets left out or forgotten, because obviously then that wouldn't make sense, having fragrances and you don't actually wear them. So yeah, I put together this perfume tray video including all the fragrances that I wear on a daily basis. And these are also fragrances that you guys can pull for from day to day. I stopped, reserving my fragrances to be worn on special occasions, because that just doesn't make sense. There isn't enough special occasions to finish one particular scent. So I wear them faithfully all the time. And today I'm going to be giving you guys all the fragrances that I wore last week and the fragrances that I have lined up to wear for this week. So if you guys are interested in seeing my weekly perfume tray, with all the fragrances that I wear on a daily basis, then by all means keep on watching. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit the notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for supporting me. I truly appreciate your support. All right, so the lovely fragrances that I wore last week, they were really nice. And again, the purpose of this video is to rotate my scents, and I love when I do this because I pull for fragrances that I sometimes tend to forget about. Like, for example, my beautiful Kylie Musk 12, you guys. Now, I pulled out this fragrance last week. I haven't pulled for her. Actually, I have been wearing her during the springtime, the spring and summer months. But yeah, I have so many fragrances. I don't get to pull for fragrances like more than once, like within 1 week or 2 weeks or within a month's time or whatever. This beautiful fragrance from Kylie is a powdery, musky, sweet vanilla scent. You get a lot of white florals in the heart and a hint of sweetness from the freesia. And of course, it has some sandalwood in the base. This scent pretty much smells like a baby's butt. You know what? I thought of coming on here and telling you guys that this fragrance smells like a baby's butt. But then I was like, let me clarify. It smells like baby wipes. The baby wipes they use to wipe the baby's butt. Maybe that's what it is. But all I know is that this is a really beautiful fragrance. A very powdery, fresh, musky, skin-like smelling fragrance that smells very intimate, very warm, very fluffy, and kind of like forms a cloud around you. It isn't that much for lasting, but it is a really beautiful like bedtime scent, or an easy reach scent that you can just douse yourself with, after fresh out the shower. It's a really beautiful smelling fragrance, and my fingerprints are all over it, as you guys can see. Unfortunately, that's better. Yeah. My fingerprints were all over it. And these transparent bottles, I just love how beautiful they are. But yeah, they do tend to get a bunch of fingerprints on them. Next up, I brought out my Carolina Herrera Good Girl Leger, another fragrance that I have not pulled for in a very long time. I haven't been pulling for any of my Carolina Herreras except for the blush, right? The blush stole my heart, you guys. But I was reminded to pull for this fragrance this week when I just, decided to lay out a Leger. And this is a sweet, citrusy, warm, amber floral fragrance. It plays on notes of tuberose, jasmine, dulce de leche, and tonka bean in the heart. And it has some spicy, woody elements in the base. This is a really beautiful fragrance. It radiates a lot of these citrusy elements, and it gives off a lot of warmth in the heart from all of the florals and, of course, the woody base. It's a really beautiful fragrance, you guys, all right? I never, ever get tired of pulling for this scent. It just smells so good. And again, I can't say enough. It's so good to rotate your fragrances, like consciously rotate them, because sometimes you just forget about fragrances and how good they smell in your collection, chasing all of the new fragrances that's coming out. Next up is another absolute favorite of mine, and oldie but a goodie in my collection, and that is my Mancera Gold Oud. I love this fragrance. I think this is my favorite scent from Mancera. This is a citrusy, rose, woody, spicy oud fragrance, okay? It hasn't quite a lot of citrusy elements in the opening. It has some mandarin, black pepper, saffron, bergamot, and some lemon. So quite a generous dose of citrus in the opening, very sharp. And of course, it has in some oud, and it dries down with a really powdery, woody vanilla base. I am in love with this scent. To give you a really accurate description of how this fragrance smells, it smells like the riminess from an orange peel. Just picture the riminess from the orange peel, the skin, mixing with some oud and some rose. A very citrusy, spicy, rimey essence with the essence of the lemon and the mandarin, of course, and the orange. Just those zesty vibes in the opening, mixing with some vanilla, some powderiness, and of course that intoxicating lovely oud note. This is it's very unique and very different smelling in my opinion, because it smells like orange peel, but it's so interesting. And of course, you know, the rose and the powderiness in the base, it kind of balance it out. A lot of people think that the oud in here is quite sharp or, you know, quite loud. Not for me. I think it's a really beautiful fragrance that I just never ever get tired of smelling. It just smells so good. My heart is with the powdery, sweet, woody dry down. It's just a really beautiful scent, you know, to sit on the skin. Next up, I bought out my J'adore Infinissimi. This is another fragrance I have not put for in a very long time. And I don't think it's that much loved in the perfume community. But if you guys know me, if you follow me, you know how I feel about my J'adore and my whole J'adore collection. I have the whole range because I am absolutely in love. This is a much more modern take on the original J'adore. This one has much more of a warm, white floral, citrusy tuberose scent, okay? This one plays up notes of tuberose and jasmine, and of course it has the ylang ylang and the lily of the valley in the heart. So it pretty much has the same DNA of the original J'adore, but it has an amplified dose of tuberose, some warm jasmine, and of course you get a lot of the ylang ylang. So it's soapy, fresh, florally, a little bit sweet, and very warm and clean in the heart. Beautiful smelling fragrance. You guys, as of lately, I am falling in love with tuberose. Not a bland and coupled tuberose so that, you know, you capture everything else around it, or, you know, when tuberose plays the role of a carrier. I love tuberose forward fragrances. I have a few tuberose scents in my collection that every time I smell them, I am absolutely in love. I have about 3 tuberose fragrances that I would consider to be the best, are the most prominent tuberose scents I've ever come across. And I'm just so in love with those particular fragrances. So for me, tuberose seems to be like a new favorite for me, you guys. So yeah, this is J'adore Infinissimi. I definitely enjoyed pulling for this fragrance this week. Last week. And my partner loves J'adore, you guys. When I tell you he loves J'adore, that's like our date night scent. Like literally, like date night, Netflix and chill. TMI. That's our scent. And you guys, if you notice, fragrances are very smudgy, and that's because I oiled my hands, of course, to come in front of the camera, not thinking that it would smudge the fragrances. So please forgive all of the smudges. My hands are a little bit oily mixed with some cream. Sorry. Okay, next up, I pull out another beauty of mine that I have not worn in a very long time. And I'm not hearing much people talk about this baby, but I'm still in love with it. And that is my Versace Eros Profem. And this is a citrusy, white floral, musky, shampooy, fresh smelling fragrance, you guys. A beautiful perfume. It opens up quite citrusy and fruity with notes of lemon and pomegranate and some Calabrian bergamot. It has a very beautiful lemon blossom note in the heart that, you know, kind of gives you a lemon zesty feel to it, but a much more softer take to lemon, in my opinion. Very pleasant note in this fragrance, I would say, and it has quite a lot of warmth to the scent with the jasmine and the peony, which kind of softens up all of those citrusy elements in the opening. This is just a really pretty fragrance. It smells so it smells pure. It opens up citrusy, juicy, and it has a bit of freshness, and it just smells warm and pure and soft and mellow in the heart. I think that's because of the peonies mixed with the jasmine. I definitely do love peonies in a fragrance. It just gives the fragrance a really soft and mellow feel to it. But this perfume has so much going on into it. It has a lot of character to it, in my opinion, and I'm in love with it. It's a very refreshing and pretty smelling fragrance. I love that it smells clean, fruity, a little bit juicy, you know, and still very warm at the same time. I am so in love with this fragrance, you guys, and it was an absolute pleasure pulling for this scent last week. Next up, I pulled out my Angel Eye Star by Moogler. This is such a pretty smelling fragrance, you guys. And the bottle, again, I love doing these perfume trade videos because I just fall in love with my fragrances all over again. Like, I forgot how beautiful this fragrance was, and I'm talking about the bottle, but the fragrance is also beautiful. This is a really sweet, playful, tropical, coconutty fragrance with the essence of pineapple, vanilla, praline, and patchouli. It is tropical, it is exciting, it is playful, it is, it smells like holiday, it smells like vacation, it smells like carnival, shit. It could even smell like Hollywood. This is everything, you guys. But, I don't need to rave much about this scent because this is the essence of carnival. It is the essence of summer, essence of sunshine on a beautiful day on a beach, wherever. This is just like the vacation fragrances of all vacation scents, or the summer fragrances of all summer scents, in my opinion. And it is an absolute pleasure pulling for this fragrance. I wore it this week and I actually layered it with Alien Goddess Intense, okay? I just, I wanted to be extra coconutty, extra sweet, extra loud. This one does project a little bit, but I just wanted to add a bit more oomph to it because, just because, you guys. So yeah, I wore this baby this week and I just had a lovely old time with this particular scent. Right. Next up, I brought out my Anjada Sur le Nil, you guys. This fragrance right here, I was just reminiscing on the very first time that I smelled this fragrance. I got it in a sample. I got it as a sample, with a fragrance that I bought. And from the very first day, I just loved this fragrance, you guys. This is a citrusy, sharp, green, aromatic scent. It smells a little bit herbal, but with a sweet and tropical feel to it. It is very invigorating, very refreshing, and it hasn't quite a lot of tropical fruity notes, you guys. This is a really a very complex fragrance, okay? It has a notes of grapefruit, green mango, tomatoes, orange, peony, musk, and quite a lot of other notes, but it opens up very tropical, very fruity, citrusy. It's a bit aromatic. I want to say there's something slightly bit earthy in the base, but it's such a beautiful smelling fragrance, you guys. It's a very interesting concoction, in my opinion, and I appreciate it. This is what I would consider to be a very uplifting scent. This is a perfume that I put for when I feel like I want to uplift my mood a little bit. I don't want to wear anything too sweet, but I just want to feel a little bit more brighter. I'm a bit kind of out of sorts and I want to feel a little bit refreshed. This is the fragrance that I pull for when I'm feeling, that type of way, in my opinion. I just love the elements in this fragrance, you guys. It's just a really beautiful, well put together fragrance, out of the ordinary, very different and somewhat unique. So yeah, here are the fragrances that I wore last week. Okay, I pulled out only 7 fragrances. Initially, when I started doing my perfume trip video, I would pick 10 fragrances because I didn't want 7 fragrances to make me feel too restricted. Okay, but I decided, you know what, I love all my fragrances. I did a declutter, so the scents that's in my collection, I love every single one of them. So pretty much, I don't feel restricted to pull for these 7 designated scents, weekly designated fragrances, because I just love all my fragrances in my collection. So I'm going to quickly clear this tray and I'm going to set out all of the fragrances that I'm going to be wearing next week, which I think are ideal fragrances to wear on a daily basis. So the first fragrance I'm going to be pulling out for this week is actually my scent of today. As you can possibly imagine, I'm filming this video on Monday, which is the day that I start off my perfume tray lineups. And the scent of the day is Roses on Ice by Kylie. And this is just a beautiful citrusy, aquatic, refreshing smelling fragrance with the essence of cucumbers, juniper berries, lime, musk, and sandalwood. When I reached for this fragrance today and I sprayed it, it just came off really refreshing, very invigorating, a little bit aquatic, citrusy. It came off even a little bit juicy. I want to say in the summertime when it's really hot, juniper berries come off very refreshing, juicy, and sweet, in my opinion. Now, it's a mild sweetness in this fragrance because this is not an overall sweet fragrance, but the juniper berries give this a really refreshing dash of sweetness, mixing with the cucumbers and the lime and the musk. It is a beautiful, refreshing fragrance. I used to work in a spa. I used to be a beauty therapist, and there's nothing much more refreshing than water infused with some cucumbers. A nice, cold, refreshing jar of water infused with some cucumbers on a hot summer day when you're having a spa treatment. It's like a whole nother vibe, you guys. So this is a perfume that, when it comes to hot sunny days, hot summer days, this is just everything. It's a very refreshing fragrance. It's a pity that it wasn't that well loved, but it is most definitely well loved by me because I just love the smell. I love how unique it is. I love how different it smells. So this is Rose on Ice by Killian. This has already been worn. And next up, we have Chanel number 5 Law. Another oldie but goodie that I have not worn in a very long time. And when I pulled out this fragrance for this week's lineup, and I smelt it, I was reminded of the reason why I love doing these perfume trade videos. I fell in love with this fragrance all over again. This is a citrusy, lemony, white floral fragrance that has somewhat of a powdery, clean, musky smell to it. It has a notes of lemon, neroli, mandarin orange, some bergamot, some orange, and some lime. And it just has like a really bright, refreshing opening with a very soft white floral heart, and it dries down with somewhat of a woody base. It smells clean. It smells crisp. It has a really soft feel to it, but the opening, it has a very like lemony, citrusy opening that is a very, very pleasing. Quite an absolute pleasure to smell, you guys. I love this perfume, and I am so happy that I, pulled for it today to include in this video because I haven't worn it in a long time, but it was just so refreshing to smell after such a long time, you guys. When I bought this fragrance, I was in love. It was like, this is one of the first fragrances that I bought myself because when I just started collecting fragrances, I was a Chanel girl, you guys. Chanel all the way, and you couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I had the hottest shit in the world. I thought I had the best fragrances. And when I smelled this perfume, I bought it when it was released, and I thought it was every single thing and more, you guys. So my Chanel number 5 Law is coming out this week, and I definitely look forward to playing with it fragrance. Next up, we have the La Nuit Tresor Dentel de Roses. Another forgotten fragrance from the La Nuit Tresor line, you guys. This is a fruity, sweet, jammy rose fragrance with some raspberries and mandarin in the opening. It has some powdery, sweet, vanillic vibes, or vanillic, touches in the base, in my opinion. And it has some suede, and I think there is velvet. This is a really beautiful smelling fragrance, you guys. It's very playful, very pretty, very jammy, and really sweet. And I actually forgot about this perfume. I don't know about, I didn't forget about it. I forgot how beautiful it is, you guys. It's just a really fruity, sweet, jammy smelling perfume. And I look forward to wearing this fragrance this week. I haven't worn this fragrance in ages, you guys, ages. So I am happy to pull for this fragrance, this summer. It's kind of an easy reach type of scent. It's very playful. I mean, you can take it to parties, you can wear it out, and of course, these La Nuit Tresor fragrances, they give you bales of complimentary loads of attention. But yeah, this baby right here, I cannot wait to play with this fragrance this week. So La Nuit Tresor Dentel de Roses is coming out. So next up is another oldie but a goodie, and this is Angel Muse Eau de Toilette, you guys. A forgotten fragrance, a forgotten superstar. This is a tropical, sweet, fruity, woody, chocolatey smelling fragrance. It has a notes of passion fruit, mandarin orange, lemon with some hazelnut, cocoa, and some cassis. And also has some chocolate caramel in the base with an earthy and somewhat of an aromatic dry down. This is such a pretty fragrance. I haven't smelled it in a long time. Such a complex fragrance, but it has like 3 different fragrances in one. It opens up very fruity, very citrusy, very juicy, tropical, and sweet, and then it goes into that hazelnut cocoa in the middle with some chocolate in the caramel, and then in the base earthy and aromatic. And these 3 faces, they're very distinctive. They're very loud, they stand out a lot, and this fragrance packs a punch because when I sprayed it before I did this video, it completely took over this room. It was almost a little bit overwhelming. So I will say, go easy on this fragrance in the daytime. You can pull for it even at nighttime, even though it's an Eau de Toilette. This baby packs a punch, okay? I kind of forgot that. It packs a punch, and these days in England, like today, it's freezing cold, okay? It's freezing cold for some strange reason. I don't know. The summer keep coming for 2 days, and then it disappears after that. I don't get it, yeah? But this is something that you can pull for even in this weather. But obviously, because I'm inside, spraying this perfume along with all the other scents, it kind of like, it did come off a bit overwhelming. But yeah, this is a beautiful fragrance to pull for, during this time of the year. But when you're going out, you're going to be out and about, perhaps you're out in town at night time, I don't know. once you're getting out of the house, this is a beautiful scent to pull for during this time of the year. Okay, this next fragrance is also an oldie but a goodie, and when I, revisited it today, I was like, oh my god. I'm talking about Rogue Love by Rihanna. And this is a fresh, fruity, sweet, beachy coconut smelling fragrance, you guys. I had not known that I kind of forgot how beautiful this fragrance was, but it has a notes of peach, red berries, and some mandarin orange. It has some coconuts and some honeysuckle with some jasmine sambac, and in the base you have some caramel, amber, and some woody elements in the base. You guys, maybe I kind of forgot what the note structure of this fragrance is, but the peach and the red berries and the mandarin in the opening, you guys, oh my lord, this just smells really pretty. It has a very fresh, light, fruity, tropical feel to it, and it smells sandy. Yes, I said it smells a bit sandy. It smells beachy. It smells like a tropical vacation with a light, dry, light, fresh fruitiness to it, even though it hasn't all those peach and red berries. But pretty much you're getting peach. You're getting like a very soft peach with the essence of some red berries in it. It's kind of giving you slight opening of the sunset hour. A slight vibe to sunset hour. Beautiful fragrance, you guys. I love this perfume, and again, we already know that Rihanna has like the best celebrity scent out there. This fragrance just reminds me of that. I can't wait to pull for this perfume. I have not been pulling for this one. I've been pulling for the original one, the Rogue, Rihanna Rogue, but I haven't pulled for this one in a long time because I won the Rogue in the springtime, but I don't recall pulling for this fragrance. I think I would have remembered it because this just smells so darn good, you guys. Next up is one of my most recent acquisitions, which is Sea Intense by Giorgio Armani, you guys. I am in love, more like obsessed with this perfume, you guys. This is a syrupy, sweet, warm, ambery, woody, spicy fragrance that is all about blackcurrant, rose, benzoin, and patchouli. This is such a beautiful perfume. I don't know what it is. It smells syrupy, sweet. Again, you definitely get the amber elements in here, so because there is some depth to it, but this perfume can be worn like any time of the day, in my opinion. It's an intoxicating scent that whenever I spray it on, I can't help but just smell myself over and over, you guys. I am in love with this particular perfume, and I haven't really been playing with it. I bought it, and I'm going based off of how this fragrance usually smells every time I go in store and I try it on, because I have tried this quite a lot of time before buying it. But yeah, I just want to like bask in this fragrance for this week. And I think this is a really like uncomplicated scent, kind of very easy to pull for. So yeah, on a day-to-day basis, I definitely think this is a really decent fragrance to wear, you guys. And last but by no means least, my beloved Pineapples by Dolce & Gabbana, you guys. And this is a tropical, sweet, fruity smelling fragrance with the essence of pineapples, of course, Sicilian mandarin, and vanilla absolute. A really tropical, sweet, soothing, a little bit, I want to say it's a bit warm and spicy. Pineapple fragrance with the essence of Sicilian mandarin. You definitely get that, and some sweetness from the vanilla. This is a banger, you guys. I was just looking at this fragrance and I was like, why haven't I got the orange? I can't seem to find the orange one on a decent enough bargain for me to add it to my collection. But I just have to have it, you guys. I am so in love with these fragrances. The fruit collection from Dolce & Gabbana, you guys. I am in love. All right. So there you have it, you guys. These are this week's perfume lineup. I can't wait to bask in every single one of these fragrances. I literally just fell in love with them over again by smelling them today to put on my tray. And I look forward to wearing these fragrances. These are scents that I would say you can wear every single day on a daily basis. Especially during the summertime. Some of these fragrances just bring out the summer vibes. Very tropical, very fruity, and very playful and refreshing. So I do hope you guys enjoyed, these fragrances and my perfume tray and my lineup for this week. If in fact you did and you made it to the end of the video, please give me a very big thumbs up. If you guys are new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for supporting me. I truly appreciate your continuous support. Now until next time, see you guys in my next video. Bye.